Robert and Mindy, we have recently met. However, I have known Mindy's parents for many years. And perhaps it was somewhat fateful that I was asked to join you both in marriage, because my wife and I, and Randy and Eileen, were involved in a very special marriage encounter weekend many years ago. At that time, each couple attending gained an immeasurable insight into their own marriage, and I believe some of my feelings about marriage transcend from that special time into this ceremony. Bob and Mindy, I just saw the movie Circle of Friends. Its title sort of sums up your relationship. The movie takes place in Ireland at a time when the couple meet while attending college and become good friends. Now, not all the events are similar. Bob, I know you were not attending school when Mindy moved next door to your apartment in the fall of 1992, but she was a student and the neighbor who needed someone to go over her psychology or some other course, and a wonderful friendship began. Your relationship of friends did not end when Mindy moved away from Santa Barbara a year later. In fact, you remained friends and continued to keep in touch, but that also changed. There was something new that came in, and that something new was slowly building in January of 1994, when you said goodnight to your friend, but not with a hug, but with a special kiss. Mindy, you recall that evening, as you are able to recall so many things in your relationship with Bob. I guess that kiss was a turning point for you both. That gave new meaning to your relationship, that started the adventure upon which you both now embark. Many poets have described love and marriage as an adventure, and you have chosen these words to describe your feelings and thoughts this evening. Now we will feel no rain, for each of us will be shelter to the other. Now we will feel no cold, for each of us will be warmth to the other. Now there is no loneliness. We are two bodies, but there is one life before us and one home. When evening falls, I will look up, and there you'll be. I'll take your hand, and you'll take mine. One reason I can see for your choice of these words are its referral to new laughter. That also describes your relationship, because who else can wake up laughing when the alarm goes off at 5 a.m.? But that's what you told me. I was able to see it when we talked about your wedding plans and ceremony. You have both found the special magic to make the other laugh, to be happy, to want to share your lives together in the future. You each have unique and special personalities. I guess Mindy's personality is best described as being full of enthusiasm, someone who finds excitement in everything she does. Mindy, it is not hard for me to see some of the things you like about Bob. He is indeed a good friend. How many young men want two friends to act as best man? Bob, your gift of finding and making friends is special, a very special part of your personality that Mindy, as well of all of your friends, have recognized. Mindy and Robert, I really don't want to sound too much like a romantic, but it's fun to see people in love, people who can express their feelings to one another. To me, marriage is all about love. And without love, there is no marriage. Marriage is love with respect, love with wit and humor, love with passion, love with kindness, and love with jealousy. Sometimes there's a need to explain love, but when I want to explain love, I also look to the poets, and I look to Carl Sandburg, who wrote these words. There is a place where love begins, and a place where love ends.
Uh-oh.
There is a touch of two hands. There's a touch of two hands that foils all dictionaries. There is a look of eyes fierce as a big Bethlehem open house furnace or a little green-eyed acetylene torch. There are single careless bywords portentous as the Big Bend in the Mississippi River. Hands, eyes, bywords, out of these love makes battlegrounds and workshops. There is a pair of shoes that love wears, and the coming is a mystery. There is a warning that love sends, and the cost of it is never written till long afterwards. There are explanations of love in all languages, and not one found wiser than this. There is a place where love begins, and a place where love ends, and love asks nothing. Robert and Mindy, as you both stand here at this moment in time, surrounded by your family and friends, you both feel secure that your love is cherished by the other, willingly accepted and returned. There is no question that you feel that way about each other, your love for each other now, and your desire to be together and to share your tomorrows. Throughout your tomorrows, you are both perfectly aware that there will be tears of sadness and tears of joy. There will be events that will test your love and experiences together that will create an even stronger bond between you. The ability to love and to be loved is truly one of God's most cherished gifts. Marriage brings two individuals into a relationship to be enjoyed, not endured. It's a relationship of deep meaning, designed by mortals, but inspired by God. It is the ultimate in sharing, to be shared in good times, through times of difficulty, in times of health, and in times of sickness. Continue to express it physically and emotionally. Speak of love to each other. There will never be too many times in your life to simply say, I love you. I love you, when it's honestly expressed, will give each of you the assurances that you will each need from time to time, that you are not alone, and that there is someone who may not really understand how you feel, but wants you to know that the other cares how you feel. I would like to conclude this ceremony with a poem by Donna Pollock, and I hope you will be speaking these words silently to each other as I read them. You can look at each other if you want. I promise you my love for today and tomorrow. I promise you as much happiness as I can give. I promise not to doubt or mistrust you, but to grow and add to your life of content. I promise never to try to change you, but will accept the changes you make in yourself, and I will accept your love for me without fear of tomorrow, knowing that tomorrow I'll love you more than I do today. The words of the poet are not idle words, and I believe that the love that you possess for each other very well fits within the words of this poem. May God bless you both and your marriage. You, Robert, take Mindy to be your lawfully wedded wife. You, Mindy, take Robert to be your lawfully wedded husband. By virtue of the power that is vested in me by the state of California, I pronounce that you are husband and wife, and before you kiss your bride, I'd like to have you break the glass. Just step up. Okay, you can kiss your bride.
gonna sing one note at a time. As you sing each note, we want you to come up a little bit higher. And when you hit the last note, we want you to go absolutely